go into my home and take apart my fucking art and fucking take out my fucking furniture and put it in a fucking barricade that I have nothing to do with it.
Go and take a look at my place.
I don't care. You wanted part of the barricades.
No, I say the windows smashed. Who did that?
Well, don't ask me, man. Don't bring it up.
Like,
the part of the barricades
is get uptight at me, man.
You're telling me, you came here telling me the
nothing.
barricades have to go up and that I'm taking away your choice. You took away my choice when you put the barricades up.
Once the cars are gone, those barricades are going back up.
And I'm pissed.
Where were you when that happened?
Asleep with my fucking girlfriend in another squad.
And who's responsible for that?
I don't know. I guess it's barricade supporters, i.e. fucking big white strong males, fucking punker people. I don't know who's part of it, man.
So did you just take it on yourself to get out there and pull the barricades apart?
I suppose I did. I got a couple other squatters that had expressed an interest in getting the barricades down and said, let's do it. And they did it.
But there's a little bit of an imbalance here, okay? Because I support your action. I am giving you support, right? I am not going to stop you or impede you in any way, right? But I'm not getting support for my action. I'm not at all. You know, myself and the other people that are going to do it are completely isolated from the rest of this community, and that is totally fucked, because the only reason that we're doing what we're doing is because we believe in what's been created.
But why do you think you're isolated, though?
I probably don't know.
Take a guess why you think people are, why you're isolated.
I think I can assume because people are afraid.
Well, the reason is that the barricades by most are felt to be symbolic, and they're supposed to be a symbolic show of resistance against the police that are coming to evict the people. And there was no point. That was not expected to happen until 8 a.m. this morning. It's now 9:30, going on 9:40 a.m. on Friday, November 23rd. And I would have expected that the police would have been here to serve the court injunction. They haven't showed up and done that yet. But there was no point in having the barricades until the police were going to come. And so putting up the barricades at that point was just provoking an early confrontation, which wasn't felt desirable by some people.
Sure, dude. What's going to happen is that we're anticipating, the police to arrive probably in a vehicle, and then we're going to try and persuade them to leave the vehicle by, like I said, concreting it, like throwing concrete. Once they get out of the vehicle, we don't want to hit them with concrete, right? So we're going to use the donuts to hit the police officers, the actual humans, with. I heard that there were like 3,000 people in, I think it was the United States of America, right? Who held off like lots and lots of riot police by throwing marshmallows at them, right? Because see, the police, they operate on this like microchip in their brain, and if you fuck with it, right? If you fuck with the microchip, then they get really confused and they don't know what to do. So they have to retreat to regroup and get their shit together, in their head, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you to remove the barricades. I'm prepared to give you the number for you to call. And we're not doing anything as far as the evictions go. That's not our concern right now. We don't have an enforcement order from the Justice of the Supreme Court to do anything about this at all. Our concern right now is with the barricades. We cannot barricade streets and not allow other people free access to the streets.
When will you receive an enforcement order?
I have no idea.
Could it be today?
I would strongly doubt it today as far as an enforcement order.
And that follows the weekend as well.
Want a cup of coffee?
Yes, I wouldn't mind. Thanks. No, I'm fine.
Right?
Is that a clean jar?
Yeah, oh yeah, we just washed it.
All right.
Everybody else has been drinking.
Now, I would like to come back in a half an hour, okay, and I would like to see some work being done on those barricades and the fires put out. It's causing a concern for a whole lot of people in the city. You're not gaining any support whatsoever by blocking off highways.
Do they have to fucking throw some poor people out when the landlords or else the people, the management of these premises can't even let these people pay for their rent and then they refuse it.
So you support squatting?
Definitely.
I want to ask you something. How do you feel about this? Because I feel angry that you guys are taking the fight away from the real homeless people. I always
That's
felt,
not true.
I always
That's not true,
felt that
'cause
you
there's
guys weren't
real
the real
homeless
homeless people. I care about housing, and I care about the homeless people. But you know what I always felt? I always felt that you guys were young. Most of you are all white, and you're all capable of working.
No, look around.
You're all capable
there's-
of working.
There's not
And,
one
and
kind
if you
of homeless
can't work,
person.
then there's other alternatives, isn't there?
Well, we're not looking for a confrontation, okay? And I think that if we explain our position, then it's probably the best way all around. What we are concerned about is the barricades on the street and the fires. We've asked you to move them, and I'd like to know what your intentions are at this time.
I think we're trying to get in touch with our lawyer, and at the point when we can be sure that no enforcement order can come through today, we'll take the barricades down.
Okay, well, we're not concerned about the enforcement order today, okay? Our concern is with the barricades,
Right. Once we can find out for sure that that's not a problem.
okay?
We'd be quite happy to take them
All
down.
right, is somebody going to make that phone call then?
Right.
It's being pursued right now.
It is? Okay, and how long do you think that's going to take?
As soon as our lawyer can get back in touch with us.
Okay.
Age or
Well, I think it would be really taxing on everybody if the barricades had to be kept up for 2 days or 3 days. It's really going to take a lot out of people. I think after 8 months of waiting for this to happen, it would be good for it to all come down today.
Penny, you decided to take the barricades down collectively as a group after you received a promise that there would be no eviction attempt this weekend.
That's right. So essentially today is a victory for us. We put the barricades up, the barricades are coming down, we're taking them down, and we're not going to be evicted today. There won't be an eviction.
So if the landlord goes back to court on Monday and seeks and receives an enforcement order to evict you, can we presume that the barricades will go back up then?
I think that it's very hard for me to say, and because we're a community and we make our decisions as a community, I can't tell you definitely the barricades are going to go back up.
So at this point, you're just going to hang in for the weekend and wait to see what happens on Monday?
Yep.
Okay, Doriana, so you heard what Penny said. The barricades are going to come down at 1:30 this afternoon. Traffic will open up again on Francis Street, and I guess we may face the same situation on Monday.
So the barricade comes along here to the fence of Eco. Along here, we chose this idea because there's already a fence here to make as a base. Goes out into the street. Actually, that's wrong. No, it just goes, whatever. Goes out into the street, takes over part of the street, not taking over all of it because we have neighbors and they have lives too. And we're trying to be, good for the community. Down along here to the side of the token spot and making the square.
so is this barricade, is it complete?
I couldn't say.
Oh, obviously not.
Is any barricade complete?